There are three types of gamers: those who never heard of Little Fighter 2, those who didn't get the hype, and those who couldn't stop playing it with friends at school. You can think of the game as a mix between Super Smash Bros. And a classic side-scrolling beat-em-up, with multiple characters on screen at once, either fighting each other in an arena, or moving from one side of the screen to the other in a more traditional setup. The original game supported up to 4 human players at the same time, with additional computer-controlled characters bringing the total up to 8 on screen. Online play wasn't really built in though, so most people either played locally or relied on LAN setups and workarounds like Hamachi to play together. So let's talk about the Little Fighter 2 remaster from 2025, which, by the way, is still being updated. Right from the start, you can see that the graphics and animation got a pretty significant upgrade. There was clearly some AI involvement here too, which in itself isn't necessarily a bad thing. But the developer, Marty Wong, actually went into quite a bit of detail about how it was used. According to him, AI mainly helped with things like coloring and polishing certain visual assets. Out of everything in the game, only a relatively small portion of images were AI assisted, and a lot of those don't even appear in actual gameplay. Personally, it didn't really bother me. The original Little Fighter 2 never relied on super detailed or complex character designs to begin with, so it kind of fits. That said, the animation actually feels a bit less smooth than the original, and that can mess with your reaction time. On the other hand, I haven't really seen many complaints about it on Steam though, so maybe it's not a deal breaker for most people. The online side of things also got a pretty noticeable upgrade, and in recent updates, Wong added a proper Steam network mode, which makes setting up online matches way easier than before. Controller support is also in a much better place now. The original technically had it, but it was clunky and kind of hidden. Here, it's been cleaned up, and you can actually use it without jumping through hoops. There are also a few smaller improvements. A menu that shows all the moves each character can perform. It even lists cheats you can activate, though only in versus mode as far as I can tell. Another cool feature is the guide for unlocking characters. Basically, you need to beat Stage 5 on the hardest difficulty, and as you complete achievements, more characters become available. Overall, this ends up being a bit of a mixed bag. On one hand, you can tell there's real care behind this remaster, and it doesn't feel like a cheap cash grab. On the other hand, even a small dip in gameplay quality can hurt a game like this, and in my opinion, it's noticeable enough that I can't fully give it a pass. That said, it's not one of those remakes that comes in at $40. The full price is around $16, and it goes on sale every now and then. So honestly, picking it up just to support Wong doesn't feel like a stretch. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to drop a like or even subscribe to keep me going.